when I went to Birmingham Hospital with my father. He was undergoing treatment for cancer, and as I was waiting there each day for about 5 weeks, I stayed there with him for about 2 days each time he had the treatment, and I would spend a lot of time just sitting in the foyer and people watching. And there were so many servicemen and women that had been injured from ops that are at the hospital, and I didn't realise just how many injured personnel there are. And then one day, the main sort of person that stayed in my mind was this young man. He was in a wheelchair. He was wearing his core vest, and it was summertime, and he was quite tanned and athletic looking. And as he manoeuvred his wheelchair, he looked really fit. And I thought, oh, it's a shame he's in a wheelchair. And he moved over towards the doors, and he looked as if he was waiting for someone. And then just a few minutes later, this young lady walked through with a little boy. And the little boy obviously saw him and ran towards him. And the man said, "Oh, hello, mate." And he went to jump up onto this wheelchair. And as he went to jump up onto his knee, the man said, "Oh, I'm sorry, pal, but Dad hasn't got any knees anymore for you to jump up onto." And just then I realised that this young man had no legs, and I just felt so sad and,
Very touching story, so obviously Help for Heroes was a natural choice.
Yes, yeah, that was my first thought. That is my small contribution.
So you'll be taking on a 12-day trek, but what exactly will the challenge comprise of?
Well, we start off a small flight from Kathmandu to Lukla, which is one of the scariest flights, really. It's in between mountains, and it's like you get one chance at landing. And from there we trek. It's a 12-day trek. Everest Base Camp is at a height of 5,400 metres, so we have to go quite slowly and acclimatise and drink lots of water. Each day climb higher and then sleep lower, so that we can try and avoid the mountain sickness.
And if people want to get involved or even just donate, how can they go about doing that?
I have a web page, which is bmycharity.com/Friends for Everest Base Camp.
I also believe you're also holding a fundraiser in a couple of weeks on the 15th of March.
Yes, that's right. I'm holding a tabletop sale at the Lime Bar at Europa. And anybody's welcome, everybody's welcome. And if you want a table, it's £5 a table, and all money's going for Help for Heroes.